The Double RT Boxing Show with your host, Mr.A, shall begin shortly. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh ho ho! The Double RT Boxing Show with your host, Mr.A. That is I. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your support. Obviously, from the title, we're doing that Thurman and Pacquiao post-fight reaction. I had the fight 114-113, folks. For Keith Thurman, I actually had the exact same scorecard as Glenn Fieldman. Exact round for round, 114-113 for Keith Thurman. Now, I don't fucking argue that Manny won. I have no buts about it. You can't dispute it. But I don't have ammunition to go against it. The way I saw the fight though, it's because this was a good ass fight. You know, people, it's so bad. Oh, he's 40 years old. He's 40 years old, motherfucker. He's a badass. You know, 40-year-old seemed like a built-in excuse, ready to use it. You know, but it seemed like Thurman worked really good and really hard for his shit, and Manny with the movement and the quick ass angles, he just absorbed all and erased Thurman's a minute and a half of work with a nice 20-second flurry. You know, yeah, some here around here and there it went a little longer, but for instance, I being that I had the same card as Glenn Fieldman, the round 4 it was given to Manny Pacquiao by every judge. That's the round where he did the whole little hippity hop, left and right, and threw like those fucking combinations. You know, it was like maybe like a 2-minute marker somewhere in the round. Thurman was doing pretty damn good that whole round up until that moment right there. That little hippity hop, and Manny threw like fucking 13 punches at him. Some were blocked, some were going, but the fact that it came when it came and how it came, that shit stole the show. And like I said, some landed on Keith, but did it really take away all the work Keith Thurman just did? It wasn't no flash shit because he had to think and plot the shot because Manny was hitting and beating his ass. But he was doing a lot of work, getting point shots, but it just wasn't flashy as we wanted Keith to be, and I think we really oversold Manny's old Manny. So the fact that he came out looking good, everything was looking extra sharp because everything he really did, besides the round where he gut shot at poor Keith, that round. He had some good ass spurts, and they come quick and just erase shit. So that's why I guess me and Glenn, because if we had the same card, we've had to see it the same way. We gave him rounds 6 to 9 straight, and round 11 and 12. Now, I almost was going to give him round 10 up until that. You know, I even thought about still giving him round 10. Even though he did that gut shot and he fucking spit his mouthpiece out and ran. You know, he was doing pretty good if you cancel out the exchanges they were giving each other. Is it starting from round 6 on, Keith Thurman started scoring more. He started going to the body like in round 5. Even though he lost round 5, he started going to the body. Round 6 and 7, that's when you start Manny starting to slow down. And around 9 and 10, Manny was looking a little old, you know. I won't really say old because it was the body shots. I think just Thurman was wearing his ass down with those body shots. The points that Manny kept erasing in those spurts, and that like Manny's when he was busting like I said, it wasn't just spurts. He was fucking Keith up in those spurts, like whoosh, his fucking Keith's head would fucking rock back. Like Keith can take an ass whooping, but he can't take an ass whooping because when you hit him, he's all over the place. He flings, but the fucker takes those punches. You know, like I said, the knockdown in round one, I think everyone know that was just a flash off balance due to the footwork and the flaw of Keith Thurman. The flaw of Keith Thurman, the great footwork of Manny Pacquiao to get in there like that. You know, everyone kind of just shook it off as ring rust of why Josecito Lopez was fucking Keith Thurman. I'm like, oh, it's ring rust, it's ring rust. If you notice, it was the same fucking thing. Keith Thurman is backing up with his hands down straight at Josecito Lopez caught him. He had a longer reach, and Manny had the quicker feet. You know, and if you remember Josecito Lopez, during the Cito Lopez fight, Thurman's like, oh, I couldn't get his range down. I kept getting his range wrong, and he's backing up straight down with his hands, straight back with his hands, and he tried to do that shit thinking he had T-Rex arms. Oh, like he won't be able to reach me. I got my flaw backing up with my hands down. Manny's feet was fucking just as long as Josecito Lopez's arms. You know what I mean? Pow! Caught his ass. Oh shit. Okay, reassess that. Since that moment, it was a bad thing because Thurman, he's all fuck. Am I really gonna go and try and ball this dude out or move? He couldn't move because Manny could catch up to him. Thurman is a good fighter going backwards when he's the faster man. You know, when he could dictate when he wants to skip and punch, skip, check hook. He's good when he could do that. When he has to skip, and punch when he wants to skip, like Manny was making him, you see he was getting rocked. So he had to push Manny back. You know, this was the first fight where Keith Thurman wasn't the faster man. He had to be the better brawler. You know, he had to do that, and he did some good right hands. He landed some right in the later half of the fight from the wearing him down with the body shots. But that's how I think the fight was won. I think the stuff that me and Glenn Feinman saw, the slow, not so attractive way of getting points, but collecting them and getting them, you know, hitting the body shots, doing that, and Manny get some shit off on him, but it would be like I don't know, like that was a 20 seconds. Like I said, he'll crack the shit out of Keith, lefts, rights, you know, beat the shit out of him, bust his nose up and stuff like that. He hit him hard, but you know the strength of those points take away all those points. Yeah, you know, Keith was fucking busted up, but obviously he wasn't like disco. He was still there fighting. You know, some people are just bleeders. You know, Manny Pacquiao hit hard as fuck, but the spurts of some hard ass hits. And Manny got a fucking rock for a head, dude. We do remember that, you know. It's not like everyone would just be dropping Manny. Fuck. So, do you go points for points or points for harder hits? And I look like the harder hits. One, like I said, you really remember Pacquiao shit in this fight. You know, even though Keith Thurman cracked him with a lot of straight right hands, some uppercuts, you know, did his own body work. He was beat. That's why Pacquiao wore down the second half. It's as good as how I guess you could say, as good as fucking offensively Manny Pacquiao put on theatrics with his feet and his movement. Thurman does it negatively on the defensive end. You know, when he gets hurt, he gets hurt. You know, you hit him, he fucking gets bloody, and his body goes with the punches. But you gotta give him credit, dude. Everyone talks about, he's a bitch, no, and the fool can't take a body shot. He gets hurt, but the fucker never goes down. You know, spit his mouthpiece out, run. He didn't go down. You know, it's crazy shit, man. But good ass fight. Was it fight of the year? It's it's a nomination for sure. You know, my nomination so far for fight of the year. Um, we could throw this in there. No, no order. We could throw this. Donnie Roman and DJ Honey. What's another one? Andy Ruiz and AJ. Yeah, those are only three. We ain't gonna go crazy with it. You know, you could have a five, but four. I don't know. A good fight. Do you guys want to put number that Jamal James and DeMarco in here at number four? Number five, a good ass fight of the year. Um, you guys leave a comment. What is number five? Thank you for your time and support.